Hello, welcome back to Habit, Heart, and Possibility. I've got a story to tell today while I do this one. We are doing the first week of December. And again, I am using the undated Snow White Happy Planner, which is currently unavailable. So, my story today starts with my wood siding on my house. My wood siding was being torn up by a woodpecker. Yes, think annoying woody woodpecker. They are beautiful creatures, but they can do a lot of damage. This one is doing a lot of damage to the side of my house. And so we tried all sorts of crazy things to entice it away from our house. We tried shiny things, which would work for a few days, and then it would say, hey, that shiny thing hasn't left. I'm not afraid of it. I'm gonna go chew on the house again. So after trying a bunch of things, we decided, why don't we try suet? So we bought some woodpecker suet. And this worked, except now we have a flock of woodpeckers, if that's what you call them, I don't know. But they love the suet, which is fine. It's saving the house. We don't mind feeding them. It's cheaper than the siding, or replacing the siding anyways. So we are now feeding woodpeckers. After a few weeks of feeding these woodpeckers though, something else started eating the suet. It would bend the shepherd's hook that we had the suet hanging on all the way over, take the suet out of the cage, and eat it. After a few weeks of this happening, I was convinced that the only animal that could bend over a shepherd's hook in our area, and we live in the hilly area of New England, had to be a black bear. So I stayed up late nights and would try to catch this black bear. Now we have a lot of wildlife in our area. We have, let's see, like fox, and I've seen them in our yard. They're very pretty. I do like them. I've not gone out to see them or anything, but I do like them, and they roam through our yard sometimes. I have seen various kind of birds, which we've talked about. Obviously the woodpecker. We had a family of hawks nest in our yard just this summer. That was very cool. And various other birds nest in our yard, which I have loved. And of course, little creatures like rabbits and squirrels. And we have, of course, in this area, the domestic pets. Our neighbor's dog comes to visit us occasionally, and we have another neighbor who has a donkey named Taco, who occasionally comes over to use the facilities. And he's great. Not when he, uses our yard as a bathroom, but, he comes over to and makes noise, and apparently coyotes, also in our area, are afraid of donkeys. Who knew? But yeah, he scares away the donkeys, which, you know, that's great. Works for me. Or not the donkeys, the donkey, Taco, scares away the coyotes. So yeah, I have seen all but maybe 2 of the animals in the wild that are in our area, the 2 biggest animals, those being the mountain lion, which, you know, not too eager to see in the wild, and the black bear, which I would love to see. I know that sounds a little weird. They're not as scary as they sound. They are very docile, unless of course it's a mama bear and her cubs, and, you know, they get a little protective, or if it's sick or, you know, uncomfortable in some way. And so I was thrilled at the idea of it being a bear. And so I had convinced myself that there was a bear coming to my yard regularly to eat suet. And so I made sure it was filled all the time, and I was going to see this bear eating suet. It was weeks we were trying to catch this bear. Well, not really catch it, but catch it in the act, I guess. And we still could not catch it. So my husband got a camera. We decided we were gonna catch it on camera. We set it up, and that very night, the alarm went off, and we saw this cute, fluffy creature. It was maybe 24 inches tall. It was gray and black. It had a long striped tail and a black mask, and was hanging upside down from the end of the shepherd's hook that was bent over. It was not a bear. It was a raccoon. I couldn't believe it. I had completely convinced myself that it was a bear. I don't know how I could have convinced myself it was a bear. I guess I thought nothing else could bend over that shepherd's hook. But, yep. So now we are feeding a raccoon, whom we have actually affectionately named Miko. And since have also gained 2 possum, who my daughter believes looks very much like the ROUSs from, oh, what is the movie's name now? I've lost it. I don't know, the characters' names are Wesley and Buttercup. If I remember the movie, I'll tell you later. Or if you know, put it in the comments. I can't believe I'm blanking on the movie. Princess Bride. That's it. Princess Bride. But yeah, so she she named them Wesley and Buttercup. We've got some squirrels we're feeding, and all this because we have woodpeckers on our wood siding, and I still have not seen a bear, which I am still hoping to see. So, I know it is the first week of December that I am doing, but it is also the week after Thanksgiving, and this is still kind of fallish, and technically it's not winter until mid to late December, so we're still good. What am I doing? I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think I'm doing this. Got wrapped up in my story. I forgot what I was doing. Oops. Trying to wrap two princesses up in this story. So we've got Merida over here with her bears. And Pocahontas with Miko. And all these other critters that I will eventually see. I need to cut these stickers over here so that I can move this page. It's sticking to my desk here. There we go. Oops, got a little of the thing there. All right, so has anyone ever seen any animals other than birds or squirrels on their bird feeders? Let me know. Has anybody ever seen a bear? That would be really cool. This here. Pick up your feet. I think I might bring this all the way across, actually. I may have to go more north in New England to find bear. Although we do have one in the area. I know a few years back we had to, the kids at the school weren't allowed to go out for recess for the day because there was bear spotted. A bear and her cubs were spotted at the campground next door, and they just wanted to be safe. All right, I think we need these fall leaves in here somewhere. I don't want to put them on this side because it's Pocahontas-y, if that's a word. I don't know, where should it go? Should I move Miko? No, I feel like Miko's in a good spot. Should put it like this. Good. Kind of put it up here because we have this bear up here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Right there. I feel like that's right above the other one though. I think I need to move it over. Maybe over here some. Don't want it going off the page. There we go. Maybe. I don't like that either. I just ripped it. It's alright. Sticker, it'll go down and look just fine. It's wrinkled a little bit because of the rip. The wrong side went down first. Come on, you can do this. There we go. And it did go off the page, but all right. Scissors, there we go. Almost looks like it's coming out of his head though. That's all right, I've moved it too many times, it's fine where it's at. All right, now, all right, for, I am, just so you knew, I didn't want to tell you beforehand, but I am using the Disney Princess Happy Planner sticker book and the Nordic washi tape from Happy Planner for this spread, and the wood washi tape came from Michael's. So let's keep going. I have 2 pages of Pocahontas that I want to put over here. I don't want to put everything in there, but I want to put, I think I do want Flip on here somewhere. Here. And I've got one of those there, and I think I want this one. Or there's Beauty All Around Us or Chase Your Dreams. I think I'm gonna do Chase Your Dreams because I am gonna see that bear. Chasing my dreams. I'm gonna put it down here though. There, here. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Do I want to do sunflower? Yeah, I think I want to do this sunflower. Off to the side here. And on the side. Kind of finish that off. Or should I put it over here so it looks like that's what look over here is looking at? Yeah, we'll put it here. That's good. And I think Nico is kind of obsessed with the compass, so let's put that here. It kind of looks like he's looking at something anyways. Let's give him something to look at. Alright, let's go back to Brave. Oops. It was in this direction, right? Maybe it was not. It was this way. Okay. Is this page? I think I want something at the end of this. Okay, so we have this. I think I need to use this over here somewhere. Should I put it? That looks weird. Should I use the little idol there? Or what's on this page? A bunch of little sprites. They're kind of cool. Maybe I'll add some sprites, but I will like up in there around. But let's use the idol and put the idol here. Why is that bent? That's better. All fixed. And put this. I'm actually there. Over here. I don't know where to put it. Up here. Over here. Oh, it's stuck on there. It's trying to stick itself. Put it here. Here, maybe? So weird. I don't know which way is right side up because they are like 3 different directions. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright, now let's put some sprites down. Which ones? I think these ones have things, or that one's connected to that, and this one's different than these 3, so let's just use these 3. And then I think that's all I'm going to use from Brave. Alright. Where should I put them? I feel like I need some stuff up here, like I did here. And maybe something down here. Need at least one up there. Put the big one up here. Here. And then here. Here. Yeah, I think I'll put one up here because it looks like he's looking up at something. Yeah, he's watching this sprite. I need to put it a little bit. I want it too far off the page. A little further off the page. Alright. Clean the scissor off. There we go. Looks pretty good. Alright, now I need some numbers and some days of the week. Alright, so we start. Alright, these are from one of the undated happy planners. I do not remember which one. And this is from one of the happy planner small little books that has like days of the week, months, things like that. So I can put those on here too. Let's see here. Let's put those first. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday, and yes, I do need to say them out loud or I will put the wrong one down. Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And where do I put the numbers? It's like I feel like I have to move this sprite over. I know I already clipped her. I have to clip her again. Have a space for the numbers. I think I'm gonna put the numbers at the top of the wood, maybe? Let me see. So they're kind of like half circles. Should I do that? Kind of in the way of the sprite. Should I put it under the sprite? I don't want to move it over anymore. One. It's still, yeah, you can still see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is going to be a little bit hard. 5. 6. 7. All right. And December. Should I put that here? Up here? Here? Down here? Where should I put it? I feel like there's stuff everywhere. Got so focused on the story I was telling you about this woodpecker and the bear and the raccoon and yeah, that's good. That works. There we go. I think we need some lines. I don't think we can fit any boxes in here. Let's see. So I have my stencil, my checklist stencil. It's also a bookmark. You can keep it in your a planner if you'd like, or disc-bound planner, whichever planner you use. And then you just use a pen, whatever kind you like, and make lines. Let's see, let's get some lines on every day, at least one on every day. So on this day, there are some days where there is like a definite day where there's only one space it's gonna fit. So I don't do much on Sunday, so I'm not worried about any being on Sunday. I'm going to put Saturday up here under flick. Go. And then put Thursday under Miko. And Friday at the bottom here. Good, like that. All right, so on this side it might be a little harder. I think Monday the only spot can be the top over here. So let's see what we can do about that. Alright, here we go. Okay. Now, I think either of these is gonna be tight, but it might be better to put. Then it'll be kind of like a diagonal though. I wonder if I can move the bold and beautiful, or the bold and brave up a little higher. Is it ripping? It's a little. Okay, move it a little That's better. I can put lines there and then that one there. I am not using any special pen. It is a 1.0 though on size. This is True Red. I don't remember where I got it. Alright, here we go. How does that look? Alright. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the comments below let me know that animal that you are just dying to see in the wild, even if it's not in your area. Like, I have a friend who would love to see a moose in the wild, and we don't live near moose. We went to Maine this summer and we didn't see one in the wild, but that was his dream. So let me know what that animal is for you. All right, see you next time.